whole lot more. Going for the fight, though. Mutiris will get that claw back, hoping to be overlooked is Doom out. Going to try and catch that timing flank. Sadzin tasked with defending this site. Held. Oh, the timing. Awful. Gets the job done with the backstab. Doom reveals his position, but they're in to the site. Simple. It's messy on the P250. Looks like he could get overrun, but support arrives in the form of Electronics Glock. Should slow down a moment. Bomb's going down, and Doom out tasked with the retake. Nissim on the bank side is the last man standing. Oh! Quick double. Just Simple to find, spots him out, getting cheeky, not planted. Fight comes his way and he can't clutch. Simple will deny a real shot at the clutch from Nissim.
Okay, well, the conversation is about Simple being back in the server, but for me, an overpass picking up the pist around on the T side, that's a step in the right direction. I know these rounds are worth their weight in gold, tough to come by, and almost losing a 1v3 would have soured the tone that Desk was talking about immediately.
He had 39 HP. Did Nissim not hit a bullet in that fight there? I felt like he had the advantage as well. Simple just quick. Beautiful. Not a single bullet grazing him and already getting the boys G'd up. T-side take the pistol.
Well, we do know a little bit more about Legacy and their overpass than we do about BCG and theirs. Force by on the CTs, here they come, B pop.
This is a big test for Nissim early. His pistol looked pretty good. 5-7 does deliver in large capacity. No! BCG crumble.
Oof. Not using any of the advantages that you just accrued by winning the pistol round in terms of weapon and utility, trying to pounce and hope that your utility is good enough to get you into the site, and they're caught off flashed. And now it's Simple and Electronic partnered up in a 2v5 situation to salvage what is about to be a fumbled second round.
Well, especially because the desk were just talking about how, you know, Simple can still hit shots when he's tilted, but I think it was Dupree that raised the problem of, well, not if they're tilting at the three.
Yes, and
Saw core.
This is a lot of the criticism of this roster move online, and then it's Taz's job to try and hold this all together. So here we go, teed up, giving it a look. Their own utility being used against them here. So rerouting, gonna try their luck through Monster, or are they just hoping to save? All right, I think we'll call this one off, shall we?
Brutal. I mean, truly. How has that round gone from a great success, you know, denying the Nissim clutch, to moments later into the next already having to pack your bags?
Yeah, they didn't monitor the situation at all, right? They didn't spread out to see, okay, you know, is there a scout on A? Let's take some map control. They just went to go an early pounce on towards the B site. And if you don't get the entry, you can see what happens. You get held at the door. Those X's on the radar all trying to entry in through Monster. And that B duo, it's going to be Nissim holding Monster and Dumal holding short with your rotator of Lux. So
I just spent the last week watching Jame cast and, sorry, not call overpass, and I don't think I saw one of those calls. Not a single one of, we won the pistol, let's rush B.
You're going to get lots of that. I know you're talking about Jame right now, but just some fun history. Back when Simple was doing his stand-in stint with FaZe, they played back at the Austin Major, and this is where we had Simple and Dumal yelling back and forth at each other. I don't think Simple enjoyed Dumal just constantly with the same release of energy.
And every time we ask him about it, he makes it clear he's doing it for his teammates.
Yes.
Anyone else getting mad is a byproduct.
I asked him if he wants to turn it into smack talk, but he said no. So he is just going to keep it on the positive side. Missed Incendiary. Simple has a little bit of rope to work with right now, as this time it's going to be very, very heavy over towards A. No contact just yet, as the CTs are playing an anti-force setup.
Logically just sound. It's just going to be a question of that timing. How quick are they on long, and will Lato be able to get that info?
Mutiris is actually trying to pip that timing you were just talking about. So they're here relatively quickly.
And he's gotten himself forward. The whole squad now. Lato unawares will take a look.
Hello.
Hello. Spots the bomb, spots the majority of the forces. Sadzin, it's not the perfect weapon. Maybe it is. He gets the first headshot onto Mutiris, a second onto Crazy. Shut down. Opportunity for Electronic goes awry. Job's done. Just one casualty. Legacy handle that with ease.
Yeah, you could see on the cams there, Lato screaming with just how many bodies he spotted. Quick transition with Sadzin, so good understanding of the way they want to approach that situation, but then to deliver 2 kills with the scout headshots in that type of range, that's masterful from the sniper.
He's supposed to be compromised, right?
One is great, 2 miraculous.
In the fire. He stands, he lives. And I like Lato's reaction as well. Sadzin, he's got so much trust in his scout, he goes and heads for that fight in toilet, stops that from being a problem.
I think if you are BC.G in that moment, yeah, that's less than ideal. You have to go, okay, that's a little bit unlucky, right? The round that we flubbed was the second round. The third, it was always going to be tough, and Sadzen hit some bangers. So we'll give him that one, as they do now stomach the eco.
Yeah, and they're not playing this one scared, our Legacy. This is also where you can kind of build up some confidence. I think you already are feeling pretty confident after Dumau's performance in that second round, but you know, he's not playing scared. He's already telling the boys there's nothing outside Monster.
Well, this is what I was hoping to see from Legacy, and this is a tougher map to do it, as he does grab Simple, then goes down. But, you know, setting the tone. On the CT side, of course, you can play and connect. You can push up forward and take fountain fights and playground fights, but eventually the util phase, and you have to drop back.
Look at this. I mean, Dumau push, and now Nissim a solo push. They are making sure they're informed.
Yeah, well, they've got full control of the map right now, and that smoke will secure be even more so. Lato, set up for success, is should just be able to farm up these. These are everyone's favorite kills.
Delicious ecos. Oh, and the little dunk, he gets it clean.
Okay. So the pistol round, it was a clutch. Came down to a 1v1 that could have been a 1v3 for Nissim, but since then, Legacy have responded with 3 straight rounds, and now we do see the guns equipped. No AWP T-side overpass going into first gun round. However, Sadzen has his, so there's a big difference, right? This is going to mean you need to be very diligent with your util. You don't want to be giving away a pick to the CT AWPer. It's also going to be tough to push him and keep him off lines. You might see run boost coming into play. But from BC.G now, we might get a look at what their default T-side setup will be.
Lato with the fountain aggression, facilitated by that forward smoke. He's alone and won't commit. Default spread is Aragorn and Mutiris working through Con.
Electron's got a nade break lined up here. Simple will be able to... Simple also has some flashes,
Ooh,
so it looks
okay.
like, yeah, B pop, but there's 4 holding B right now. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, that HE could find Sadzen. Oh, he's got a little bit of health left. They go swinging on the flash, though. Lovely reaction. Dumau will activate. Dumau with 3. Defending their site. Nissim finishes off the job. And again, BC.G just disappear upon entry.
Now, you were saying before with James, you know, you didn't see any of those second round B pops against the anti-forces. You saw that from Paravision. That is a really well put together round that I marveled, right? They get the timing with the nades towards wood. Your monster players start to scale. And if there's anybody there, they're stuck, and you're able just to deny. But this aggressive maneuver from Dumau on short cuts it into pieces.
Such a good reaction.
Yeah, beautiful work.
And the flash was ready, like it was cocked. They were ready to react and did so valiantly. 4-1 scoreline, T-side on overpass, and again, it feels like, you know, when T-side overpass goes wrong, it can go really wrong.
Yeah, and I think that there's obviously different approaches to this map, but fundamentally speaking, you want to be able to do a bit of a 3-1-1. Oh, hold up, we're going to fight here. Lato going to farm up a couple more on the light by, 1 and done.
Whew, we needed to hit that. Sadzen could be punished here on the retreat. He's sticking around. He knows he's going to have to fight for his way out, and looks like they're going to be throwing out a couple of nades for that swing. Sadzen gets blinded off, but does manage to tuck into the site. Lux a forward position. They're not playing scared. They want to fight. They know they've got the weaponry advantage, and now, well, a bait from the AWP shot. Maybe they push into Lux.
Okay, well, called it off, and understandably so when you've got this flank right now. Nissim is closing the door on this. There is a gap down connector back to B. Oh, never mind. He's actually addressing that right now. So, thought he was going to go the long way around, but he's just going to deny. So, boxed in, waiting for the play to come their way.
I'd love to have hit that one and actually cost them Dumau. Good punish from Mutiris. Maybe there's something to be done, especially if Lux goes down. He does the opposite. Stands on top, the elevated angle, and will spray down 2 of them. Simple left in the clutch. He's already got 1 so far, but not this time. Nissim's flank will connect. And another round for the defensive Legacy.
All right, well, the guns will now be invested upon, and I'm curious to see if Simple starts to bring out the AWP and how that informs the calling of Mutiris. I think it could even be a good moment for a tactical timeout, just to slow the pace of the game. This has been quite rapid ever since you lost the second, and it was called. Freeze time at about 5 seconds left, and it's finally been punched in. So Taz gets the 30 seconds to either just say, hey boys, won the pistol, bit unfortunate. It's going to scale out of control. T-side overpass. If we can just get 1 to 2 more rounds, I think because BCG haven't been a team for very long, I'm going to change the buffer. If we can make it 3 to 4 more rounds, I'm looking for 4 to 5 on the T side, right? Which is more than what I would normally put on most teams. But I just think the lack of time together is not going to give you the stone wall on the CT side that you can rely upon.
Right, there'll be more gaps. There's less polish.
So unless s1mple starts activating and going nuts, but this is where I think you want to take the pace out of the game, go for a default. The problem is you're going to be testing your fundamentals, and s1mple has invested upon the AWP. Has Kevlar, no head armor. There's a couple of M4s on the board that could cause him an issue or two. Or looking to start connector.
Does he have anyone to meet him down there? Yes, he will. Lato descends the staircase, throws out that initial incendiary. There's that lovely flash, deep one, and cover from Aragorn. Important. Opening kill for BCG.
All right, so a move to find the opener, gives it over. With the man advantage, this is where... Oh, there's a chance for s1mple. Had an opportunity, not an easy shot to hit. Information nonetheless, as this one does start to slow down.
Speaking of information, Sadzin just lost his. The smoke and towards the front of bathrooms limits his options and has him feeling in the dark. You can see the reaction.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble right now coming out. So the push-pull, Legacy are going to stack over towards A, leave Nissim to his own devices, and at the moment it looks like the right call.
Flash has Sadzin on high alert. Is Aragorn really going to walk into this? He's managing his angles well. Sadzin, this is a very audacious stick around. His backup has arrived, though. 3 members about to clash. Aragorn leading this pack. Nice find from Doomau. Just like that, a flurry of frags in favor of the defense.
Love the reaction. Sure, there's this angle through long that is open, but Mutir is aware that he has to drop some type of defensive smoke to plant backside dice.
Oh, how does Doomau react to that smoke? He's perfectly positioned, but a nice headshot from Crazy. Maybe there is a conversation that the second round for BCG is available in this number discrepancy.
Crazy has a molly for the bomb. There's no smoke for the CTs.
Okay, especially if he... Oh, Mutiris. Back turn! He just in time! Lux nearly had him. 7 points of health, but he does even it up. A 2-on-2. Nissim makes his way in. Crazy! Oh, he got caught off guard there, just walking around. An easy find, and with low HP, Mutiris, not going to be easy to stop that defuse now. The kit on Sadzin and Nissim, and that's the round. CTs will take it. It got a little more interesting with the plant and the frags, but that is going to be a 6th. Legacy sitting comfortable, sitting pretty on this defense already.
Yeah, and it all comes down to the reaggress, right? The gamble to stack the players over towards A, but not just to hold the site, to take some initiative. Sure, they're able to get in, they get the bomb down. That will facilitate another buy for this T side because of the loss bonus situation, but it's all about Legacy keeping this motion moving. And when the fight comes your way, you know, you're not expecting that type of a play. You think you get some staging area, you might be able to set up for the finish. So no AWP this time round. Bit of a gap in that smoke for s1mple to work with. And Lux is the rotator. So you can see they want to unravel any A default. Highlighted there by our ops team. Lux will be playing over it and could activate. If he feels there's too much pressure being called out from his teammates, he can start to walk around to playground, take a gap, and probably find a player in the back here, s1mple or Crazy. They're really waiting for this long reaction, aren't they, over towards A? A couple of nades, big damage done to Nissim, but now Lux activates.
Is he still being held? Looks like he is. Doesn't actually go down. It was Crazy, struggling to find the lethality necessary. Fading smoke, missed shot, Sadzin under scrutiny. He'll back away. In fact, no, s1mple will accelerate.
Yeah, good acceleration. You know you spotted 2 on A. So they think that there's a bit of a gap to work with right now.
Rotation has come through. Lato tucks on truck, and whether or not that angle favors him. Yep, no, s1mple has the jump scare, doesn't have the spray. Takes a dink, finishes the job.
I'm going B.
It is pivoting in. Sadzin will find the s1mple. Into the site, Doomau tested, passes it comfortably. There's Aragorn looking for that belated trade. They're running at him. Good find. A 2-on-2 with the bomb now being planted. Mutiris gets that code in. Nade could hurt. Oh, okay. Bomb's planted. A second nade leaves him on a scrap of health points. 2 to work with. That's inaudible. Finds that rifle. Better than the Tech 9 on this retake. Coming in from short side is Lux.
Not being considered.
He has surely got Mutiris dead to rights here. This could be another for Legacy. Would have to do something crazy. Mutiris not looking, just staring at the boards. Aragorn to do it all. And he's got the first. Awkward now, running at him. Low HP, Lux has got it. Time after time, these rounds get close, but Legacy prevail once more.
Yeah, a couple of details there, right? So Simple's holding 2 players on A with that fight, and they're able to surge in towards the B site. So it means that rotation is delayed. And I think the double nades coming in makes them believe, okay, both players are entering from CT. That's why, was it Mutiris in the site?
Yeah.
Was not considering short at all. Thought both would either be coming from heaven or over towards hell.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, the double HE.
So, yeah, unfortunate, but now starting to run out of opportunities to pick up these rounds. Second tactical timeout being called. Obviously lost bonus, bomb going down. I think take a partial, bring out the AWP, but doesn't look like that's the call. Want to run rifle heavy as the newly appointed coach over there at Legacy gives a smile to Pain Gaming, who are walking past. I don't think that was to his opponents at all, but he's got a whole lot of reasons to be smiling. Mr. Rivas, R-I-V-A-S.
Rivas.
His last name's Rivetti, so I imagine...
Rivetti sounds sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Rev. Big Riv. Either way, first name Bruno.
Bruno Rivetti. Does sound like he'd be part of like a crime family.
Jamal was calling him Princess yesterday while he was in makeup. So,
love that.
Yeah.
Lato, you're very alone. Come on now. He will turn tail. Looked like he was going for a solo bolo adventure, but has thought might not be the best of moves. Completely detached from anyone else. The rotation has returned though, so he'll have some support from Lux.
Yeah, AWP starting B, but plenty of time to rotate because there's no pace in this. One of the problems with overpass is the only site you can hit with any real quickness is B.
Which we saw fail twice now as far as pacier Bs. Understandably focusing more on the extremity here, long.
Alex, this is so tough. Just look at the utility available to finish this round right now if you're BCG. Not only do you not even have bathrooms and divider control yet, you're working with 2 HEs, a flash, and a smoke for your round finisher. This is a really, really tough position to be in on the T side. It comes down to, and it is reductive, but winning out these fights. You need to find the opener or trade effectively because you don't have anything to go with the push-pull.
Sure.
So we'll be in position. This block smoke's lined up. Lato and Sadzam both playing on A, so they have quick rotation. Counter flash ready. This is perfect.
It's actually going to be ahead of the play. Goes swinging and does spot them out. Wow, quick from Nissim. Done very well. Great output too in defense of the site. Lux advancing. Free frag available. Crazy covers. Low HP on Electronic. Finished now by that Dunker Doom out. Oh, he's slinked so nicely into barrels, undercover. He's going to be overlooked now. Simple and Crazy are in that 2-on-2 now. Backwards turn. Simple to react. Simple to trade. Looking lethal with the AK-47. One to find. Gets swung on. Lato puts him down and Legacy find another.
Another clutch situation and just too many places to consider there for Simple as the stress now being shown.
Nissim's my goat, man. I mean, just the fact he gets 2 in that situation, goes swinging out and not like focus purely on the first body he sees, he adjusts, he's ready for the short presence. Love that.
I think that there's some keys on this CT side so far from Legacy that have really pulled them through in scenarios where, you know, it starts to get calm, right? Everything starts to get calm in the round, and they're taking initiative and playing ahead and unraveling BCG before they can actually find the finish on the timing they want. The timing is coming to them, and it's catching them off guard. It's only a handful of rounds left, as this one will be a partial. But I think if you're BCG, you're thinking, damn, we were so close in a few of these situations. If we converted the pistol, if we forced them onto an eco, if we'd won one of these 1v1s that have unfolded, it could be a completely different half. But this is the lay of the land. Back into a B-pop, Nissim and Doom out to be tested.
All right, well, they've passed every test so far. How did this duo fare this time? Flashes have really connected. Nissim could get caught out. There's a tech line right in front of his face. Crazy finds Doom out. Nissim's still alive. They know he's around here somewhere. Finds range, knows he's got that advantage, and he just sweeps on through. Mutiris is lucky to be alive. It's just delaying the inevitable. Simple goes down. Another defensive B. 9-1, dude. I mean, that was more promising. There was a way in. Nissim's got a massive smile on his face. Him and Doomau are putting in a shift. How many? 25 frags between the two of them as the B defenders.
Yeah, having a good game right now, aren't they? But it's looking like Legacy have picked themselves up and dusted themselves off. Obviously, the major Budapest Star Ladder didn't go their way at all. Austin felt like a breakout for them. Bestia couldn't go. They jump in. They take the spot. They have a great run. They show this momentum. Lux is an in-game leader. The storylines, they're coming out the wazoo. But to start this year, they chose not to play Bounty. They played more domestically and haven't even found success there. So they've at least gotten in some LAN reps. Bounty wouldn't have guaranteed that. This Lux... oh, yeah, you're right.
It's an easy opening for Aragon. Good clear. He got the advantage. Sadzin just fell off the angle as the test comes Lux's way. He still wins it out. Simple, unable to find the head. Couple of body shots. Lux beats him out. They're asking questions of Nissim. He's alone on B here. Dumao has rotated a reaction to the friction on Con. So a real opportunity for BCG. Nissim, oh, his position's known. He fired a couple of shots and that seals his fate. Surely round 2. Look at Lux's health. There's just nothing you can do. This would be impressive for BCG to lose.
You can hang around and give it a go. You've got so much money for the final round to play, but it is extremely difficult to get back into. So you should know, if you're the Portuguese core, that they could go for this. So don't start vacating the premise here. Make sure you leave somebody, or at least a crossfire set up. Yeah, multiple bodies sticking around the site. Sadzin is going to give it a look. Launches himself in, but Aragon, who found the opener within this round, will shut things down and grabs another for his troubles. That's 4. The man's done it on his lonesome there to get the second. That is only their 3rd opening kill of this T side.
Oof, all those bomb deaths as well is actually going to be a bit ugly as far as what you can cobble together. Will you
bang on. 3.8, 4K, 4K. That's going to either mean Galils or AKs with very limited utility.
Nice from Aragon. This is how it started. Clears out Lato. This little spam from Nissim completely removed any chance of him doing anything.
If you think about it, right, he's on the B site on his own, but he doesn't want them to think the B site is under defended. Right. So by spamming, you're showing a little bit of confidence, but that's when it comes back to bite you in the ass.
I mean, it is only the 2nd round. Aragon takes 4. BCG take 2. Sadzin smoked off. Looks like this forward position from Dumao, I don't know if he's going to try and take any further fights or if he just sticks around here as a bit of a off angle for the short hold. Simple trying to work party. He's going to have to try and get past that Sadzin AWP line if he does try and venture further forward. Progress and pressure onto Lato. He was the opening death in the previous. Can he get anything this time? Looks like he's going to have backs turned. They think that Molly cleared it out. Nice find. Lato opens up the account this time for Legacy. Number 2 available. Bomb under his grasp. He's just trying to take another with him. Mutiris will claw it back.
Yeah, I understood he couldn't get out because of the party play potential. So 50 seconds. Round opens up now. Still 3 players towards B at this juncture for Legacy. Sadzin, the canary in the coal mine.
Just doesn't leave, does he? He's always on the line. Aragon this time, lackadaisical walking in. Feels so uncomfortable when that 4v3 gets sealed in.
Yeah, now you just play 2-2.
That frag right there could very well have secured the 10th on BCG's pick. Another one coming his way, no flashbang. Oh, it was there, but the barrel betrays. He knew it, catches the timing, pulls the trigger, and seals the deal. Not looking good. Absent of BCG, it's 10-2 on their map pick.
That's all right. You know, we had a chance to right?
We did. It was about 50-50.
Keeping up the pace.
Let's go, Aragorn.
He's on his own,
Oh, and
Alex.
they've missed their molly. He's got a
his own.
chance. He's got a chance. He gets to stand here. No flames at his toes. He's flashed. He's dead. And Lato's found electronic as well. Okay, Simple with one. Backstab, beautiful from Lux. No one's looking. Nissim puts a pin in it.
The B-Rush Deluxe there. Yeah. Look, I thought, okay, they'll just take it slow, methodical, so they don't lose to any CT aggressive maneuvers.
Right.
They can putt this one in. But I suppose this is the DNA of Legacy, isn't it? They have strong individuals. They like to play with a bit of pace. Not always, but they like a little bit of flavor. And they're in your face. Now you have to force play out the game.
Yeah, I mean, that should really, really make this one quite an open and shut case for map one. No lack of confidence and no lack of mechanical ability from Legacy. BC.G, if you want to hang with the big boys, you've got to get through. Legacy, somewhat of a gatekeeper. You highlighted their Austin run. Obviously, that's a great example of them taking down big names. BC.G not necessarily in that category, but Legacy have the capacity. You know, you have to work for it. You have to be able to shoot just as well as them.
I think they also want to prove to themselves coming here that the major was an off tournament
Yeah.
for them. That's not the type of counter-strike that these 5 gentlemen are able to output on the server. There is an opportunity for aggression through long.
My answer for why that major was bad was actually, you know, armchair psychology.
Okay.
Because that was the first time they come into a tournament, everyone was predicting them 3-0. Every tournament prior, they were predicted 0-3, and they smashed.
And now they're back where everyone's like, okay, they're a good team, but
Yeah, and now there's doubts, and now they'll play well.
it's kind of like Falcons during the whole bounty situation.
It definitely does something to the brain, and so does the bullet out of the dealer. Simple.
The bomb.
Okay, well, this gets a bit weird. Nissim trying to claw something back, does enter into the B site nicely.
You've got 45 seconds to head back towards A to get the bomb, and you're currently on the B bomb site.
Oh, it's not looking good. In fact, this is nightmare fuel for any T side on overpass.
He's going to need a whole lot of help.
How do you even
here.
get out of these stairs? Like,
There's flashes, but still there. It could be a save.
honestly.
I know that seems crazy to say, but I think it's a save. Yep, it's a save.
Wow.
Oof. All right, so both teams winning the T-side pistol and then losing the follow-up, but in 2 completely different fashions. This one always looks sketchy with the bomb at the back of the pack with a MAC-10, but that's because of the CT setup we could see. Right, there was 3 Molotovs invested for Legacy out the gate to garner map control. Right, one was con, no con push. One was over towards balloons to make sure they couldn't jump on the fight that early, and the other one was over towards short, which is very standard. And they had a whole lot of space, maybe too much. Maybe they were trying to do too much there within that round. They must have known that BC.G were going to force out the game, or it's always an option, right? So you want to play with that in mind. And now, do things start to teeter back the other way? This would be very impressive. Now, keep in mind, this is a squad of Brazilians that have been together for a year, going up against a team that have been together for less than a month, and is kind of this Frankenstein project due to the VRS cause wanting to get spots at the big events. So you've mashed Batman and Robin, arguably the greatest rifling and AWP duo of all time, with 3 guys from Portugal.
I like your description. Frankenstein's monster has won the second round of the second half. Buteris, if you jump, you
He
might
would have
spot.
spotted him,
Yep.
yep.
Okay, I've seen 2 of them.
Guys, they are boosting.
Do you try a wall bang with a MAC-10? I don't think you do.
Would you give him an opportunity?
I don't think you do.
How long are you going to stay here for, Lato?
Yeah, he's sticking around. No, never mind. Slips off the head. Does feel like this MP9 setup very potent. It'd have to be some great flashes out of Sadzin, or Lux is doing it dry. Lux is doing it dry, and Aragorn profits. Only kill for BC.G. Jobs are good in here. Block. Dumau, you don't want to push through that. He's trying to push through, and he actually does well to find one. Not bad, not bad. It's only Simple that keeps BC.G in it. Nice double kill in denial. Sadzin remains with that bomb on his back and a bullet between the ribs.
All right, Simple's the first one to get to double digits for BC.G, up to 10 kills now. Aragorn, the next closest with 9, and he had that massive 4K within the first half to really help them shut things down.
All right. Well, those are the first 2 steps to making this a game.
Yeah, the first flash missed as this rally. I don't think it would have cost them too much. And speaking of flashes, 1 brought in. So where's the pounce? Sim's going to head over towards B. They're going to try and just flash and push.
I like the angle from Simple, and he's reacted well. Just going to farm himself up a couple of eeks. He's sticking around. He wants a little more and takes the head off of a third. Job done. Eco bashed. A couple of extra for the tally as well. The only one in a positive KD for BCG.
This is the thing. Back in my day, you know, the scoreboard would be reset at half, but you have to be able to hit tab and look at how despicable your first half was.
Yeah,
but
depressing.
You know, I'm one of those guys. I'm probably the guy who bangs on about this being a very CT-sided map, talking about par for the course 9-3. To have them come back isn't impossible, but I just think with the lack of time together for this unit, it is going to be very tough, right? We're taking a look at the setup and how it's starting to shape up for this CT side. Looks like Aragorn is anchoring Monster. Electronic will be taking short. Mutiris will be the rotating player between the sides. Simple, the AWPer, right? So predominantly towards A, and his sidekick will be Crazy.
It's surprising to me they didn't kind of partner up, you know, like kind of when you've got a 3-2 division. Simple Electronic in one side, Portuguese on the other, but I mean, understandably, you've got personal preference to play into it as well.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to build inter-team relationships, and you have to talk to each other if you're playing a bomb site with one another.
I mean, one of these duos has, you know, played together at the highest level.
That's true.
Feel like, you know, they've got that synergy that doesn't get formed overnight. Well, like you highlighted, less than a month together, this BCG roster.
Did have a bit of a boot camp, right? And then obviously Taz has been brought in as this final piece. He's going to have a bit of a tough job ahead of him. I think Mutiris is 33. He's a seasoned in-game leader. So, look, having Taz there to be able to assist with that stuff, that's all great. But I think the biggest thing that Taz is going to have to deal with is the emotions of the players. And Taz can be a funny guy. So,
I mean, all of Taz's tasks have been you know, he hasn't been handed any easy.
They're tough coaching tasks, aren't they? So we'll see how this project goes. I think one of the unfortunate factors is time is not really their friend, right? The cutoff for the major is the 6th of April, and as far as events go for BCG, they are outside of where they need to be for invites to tournaments. So they need to be able to accrue VRS points here. So that not only is there pressure, new roster put together, big event like Krakow, but major hopes and dreams potentially on the line as well. So rifle rounds, short space. Mutiris might not be ready for this as a monster push comes through, sector clear.
Okay, I like what Aragorn and Electronic are cooking.
Oh, the reload.
Miss him. Oh, he's had a bit of a mare there. Mutiris finds him.
Lato is about to be a dead man walking.
Yeah, we're looking at a 5-on-3.
Oh, they could farm him up here. Electronic could mow this down.
Oh, he's got him booked.
Oh,
little bit of trigger
Alex.
discipline. Gets himself 2. Number 3 on the plate as well. Oh, Electronic. A massacre in aggression from Electronic. From 5 frags to 8, and another round, number 6 delivered.
Okay, it felt like there was a gap there for Nissim. He takes down Mutiris. Then this monster pushes between 2 mines. They might get caught as rotating players come back. Not ready for that. Instead, Electronic pushes up, gets some sound cues. I thought he was just going to wait. He could have had all 4 players on the screen because the fact he wasn't cleared, right, they're going to be lining up as they're heading towards the stairs. That could have been a monster mowdown from Mr. Electronic.
It certainly could have been. I reckon for Electronic's logic, he just saw 2 and knows if I kill them both, which I can, the round is over regardless.
True, yes, you
he just wants to win the round.
You bang on.
And he doesn't want to be on Reddit, front page, as someone just turns around to, like, you know, role play a conversation and he ends up getting none.
Yeah, fair. So has guaranteed the 6th right now. So BCG building back into this, and Aragorn will get the final frag. And can grab himself an AK-47 for his troubles. Okay. Maybe he's an A4 guy. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with being an A4 guy. Not the sheet of paper, but the rifle. Here it is again. So first Walters by. And then just, yeah. Must have been a jump scare in that moment for old mate Lato.
Yeah. Here it comes. Whoop.
All right, partial buy.
Always the nonchalant fragger.
So there's only been 4 kills in the last 4 rounds. So they are limiting them. This is great. This is what you need to do on the CT side when you're down in such a hole. Make sure that the Ts are not applying pressure. You don't need Famises. You're not missing util. So this is looking good as far as win conditions for a comeback go.
Yeah, you just no margin for error here, really.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said win conditions, should I? Sort of just conditions for a comeback. But in MR12, how quick the score can change. Here they come.
Yep, flashes there. Aragon, a reactive incendiary, but they
no.
both fall. Nissim and Dumao, the B duo, this time on the T side. Mutiris is not looking. He reacts in time. Messi from Lato on the Deeg and low HP for his teammates.
There he is.
Nice shot from s1MPLE's AWP. Really uncomfortable for the T side now, despite that double entry. It's been stabilized nicely. Oh, Lux tries to close that gap, but it falls apart. Too many bodies, too many bullets. s1MPLE will finish the job with that body shot. A bit close, a little threatening.
Yeah, definitely a bit close there. It looked like they were handling it well, right? The incendiary drops, they should be able to mow them down, but all good, right? As I was just talking about, they've been keeping it clean. They haven't given away many frags. This happened, but it's going to happen. These pesky pistols and timing. As Aragon called for aid, and s1MPLE came a knocking. Attack timeout called. Pressure starting to be applied now to Legacy.
Gondor stuck.
This is where the new coach gets to really, I want to say put himself on display. We don't know what he's saying.
No.
We don't know what he's bringing. But we know what the result could be after the timeout in a moment. So let's see, shall we?
Let's. 10-2 half. Legacy set a pretty high bar for the CT side.
Yeah, mate, 10-2 and you win the pistol. That's it. Like you're putting it in. Like,
yeah. I mean, there's a little firm breeze could get it in. What's going to be round 19? Very heavy B lean for Legacy.
They're blocking door and extinguishing the short incendiary. So they are trying to batten down the, well, not batten down the hatches. B bomb site better batten down the hatches because this pop is coming.
It's popping. Yeah, we're going to have lots of layered flashbangs as well. Aragon, he has the support of Electronic. He's got info over the smoke, should have a chance. He's not going to be flashed. Oh, and he's delivered. Massive double. Nissim and Dumao cut out of the round with empty hands. It's exactly what you want to see from your Bianca. Aragon top of the tables with s1MPLE. Mutiris with a chip in on the short side. Lux goes down. Looks like a comfortable BCG round.
Look where s1MPLE is. Aggressive with the AWP. It was in the back lines already, so he let them know it was definitely going to be a B play, and now they are locked in.
Yeah, you ain't leaving. You can even see that little flash of the calf of Lato. And they're just going to run at him. Wow, 5 alive. Fair play. That's a bit of a convincing one. And now the scoreline is 2. You know, it's not looking like it's an open and shut case anymore.
Especially after the previous round with the pistols, they lose those 2 casualties. This time around, they just shut it down. And here it is, a bit of a round recap of the scenario so far.
Neither team able to convert their pistols.
Yeah, it's wild to think of for Legacy, right? That the game has now gotten to this and you are stressed. You are really lacking getting that bomb down, Alex. That's one of those key conditions with max loss bonus to rifle rounds. So you're going to be rifle partial until you can start getting the bomb down.
As someone that has watched an awful lot of Counter-Strike, we all know that when we start believing, 5 Tech 9s get a cheeky pick and suddenly the whole house of cards comes tumbling down. It's certainly a possibility. Whether or not Electronic's going to allow that, it looks like he is in a position to go for a little late, quiet peek out, catches Sads in lining up, nades, jobs are good, and do they accelerate off of that? Looks like Nissim wants to. Good angle, well played. Aragon has handled this well. Looks like the Tech 9s are going to find absolutely diddly squat. Pressure keeps being applied, a Molotov, a bit of space for Dumao. Long-range Tech 9 removing s1MPLE. That will get him frustrated if they convert. Would need a whole lot more. There are 3 CTs in water. There are 2 CTs in water. And there's one of them that finds a quick one. Aragon Electronic securing the site. A little bit scary, a little bit sketchy. But Legacy still unable to break through on the half-buy.
Just taking a look at the opening kills right now, Aragon has been doing a really good job over towards this B side. He also got a couple of them within the first half too. They only managed 3 opening kills in the entire first half. T side overpass is going to be difficult. Now combined, they're looking at a total of 9. So they've had 6 opening kills within this second half of play. So turning the tables on that stat line. And
this could become a 1-round game.
Yeah, for sure.
Guns are out.
s1MPLE's here.
Gonna have to be good. s1MPLE. Oh, he nearly gets caught off. A quick reaction from s1MPLE. Dances around the tree and delivers a double.
Yeah, there's the signature wiggle as well. Another opening.
Oh, that's a bit of a risk. Crazy's actually given one back. crouching into the angle. Lato can't believe his luck.
Okay, how can this one go wrong? Right, the round starts, your sniper towards long, under pressure, hits 2 shots, completely stunts any of the assault from Legacy. Crazy, like the namesake, gives away back in to make it just a one-man discrepancy now.
Those are those deaths where you just immediately, as you take the fight, you know you've made a mistake.
S1MPLE could be set up for another here.
Yeah, but he's trying to spin 2 plates at the same time. He's worried about the long gap, and now he's worried about that walk up. Perfect! The signature shockwave wiggle as he finds a third. Nissim goes down. And now, oh, whoa. Sadzin's getting cheeky around the smoke. He may very well meet Mutiris in a moment's time. Here's the rotation of s1mple. Will that be enough of a distraction? s1mple spots him, gets the info with that safe jump. And now Lato going to walk straight on past Mutiris. Looking good, looking great. A 1-round game, ladies and gentlemen. From 10-2, it looked like it was going to be Legacy. And now BC.G, their map picked for a reason. This CT side with only, well, less than a month with this roster already looking quite strong.
Yeah, so this was always going to be tough, right? Especially knowing that you had to win the force buy in the second round. I thought you were going to just be force buying the game out from that point. That's where they get the pick over towards A. The bomb gets scuttled out. There's no way to pick it up. They save the rifles. And again, another round where the bomb doesn't go down. This is very, very concerning. At least there was a handful of rounds where BC.G were able to plant, which gave them a couple more rifles alongside of the loss bonus. So you are stressed if you're Legacy at this moment. You're feeling like you've fumbled the bag. But you can still close it out. You could wipe this stress away. They're going a hero AK. Tech9, couple of Deagles, Doom out in with a Galil. So Lux will have to make a sacrifice into the next round if they don't get this bomb down now. Oof, just spam through the boards right there over towards B. Nissim trying to take space. They know nameplate Counter-Strike dictates that the classic B anchor, or at least space taker and controller, is gone, and it's going to work electronic into action. He's going to take that room.
They're taking liberties, aren't they, as far as knowing it's going to be quite slow towards the A side of the map. That was just crazy. You're just solo for the initial 30 seconds. They haven't even started to take bathrooms control, so it's all worked out wonderfully.
This is them playing around quite nicely against what is an expected partial, right? And again, we return to what's more likely. It's probably a B pop. So as long as you don't lose the round to that, and you keep in mind the earlier round they had where they lose 2 players piping through Monster, they've really made sure they've shored up that side of the map. And now they find a free opener with a wall bang, and you can really count your lucky stars. You can even hold on to your U2. You know, you go for your jump spots. You can make things really annoying late. Legacy don't have anything to be able to pressure you. It would have to be a really banger shot or a misfortunate timing from BC.G on one of these sites where they're jumping between a position or they've got a knife out and then they cascade kills. But 35 seconds, running out of opportunities and time are Legacy. Now they're being blocked. You can hear the CT nades starting to land.
And that was the last of the T-smokes. A single flashbang on Lato. It's just so hard to see how they managed to break past this defense. Still util available. And Crazy's even found the frag onto Doom out. Pressure relieved, and even more so. Satin's caught by the AWP. A little attempt from Lux, but a quick scope to seal it. It's all tied up, folks. 11-11, and Legacy the ones on the back foot.
s1mple getting fired up there as well. You love to see it. 21 kills and counting. Aragon with 17. It's the 2 of them right now who are laying down the law.
Yeah,
Oh, this one might get a little bit wobbly. See, that CT smoke hasn't landed as deep as you would have hoped, so kind of opens up some avenues for pathing out of it, but s1mple. A couple more classic shots for him, as that was a partial. This is the buy round. Legacy, are you really dropping the ball opening game against BC.G?
Ain't that the question? Or is all of this hard work on the CT side been for naught and Legacy able to stabilize? Mutiris, a timing HE, does significant damage. Catches 3 of them with some shrapnel. Resmoke Monster, Nissim ahead of it. They're pressuring B, popping in. Electronic under so much scrutiny, needs the help of Aragon. He's there in time. Falling apart, Electronic with 2. Legacy thought they could turn up the heat. Thought the B side was the weakness, but Electronic and Aragon again able to defend comfortably. Just chaining flashes, it's simple to set him up. A full white screen for Sadzin and 12 map point for BC.G.
In this 10-round run, I think they've given away only 9 kills.
Woof.
Sorry, 11 kills. 11
Still.
kills.
Still.
Sounds less impressive than 9, but yeah, you've basically given over 1 point something kills per round in a 10-round run. This is a shutout. This is not a single round with the bomb going down. Nothing that's felt even remotely threatening other than the pistols through Monster.
s1MPLE's nade does chip onto Sadzin. Some well-placed HEs from all of BCG. We saw Muteris in the previous soften them up, and now it's just, I mean, for Legacy, you're sitting there going, we had a 10-2 half. Why are we playing to survive? Why are we playing for OT right now?
I think in this moment, it is so difficult to call anything if you're Legacy, right? Nothing has worked. Not any of these rounds you've even been remotely close to winning. So what can your call be justified for this final? You need someone to step up and deliver you something. Space taken by Nissim, out Monster, B pressure, boost up, defensive smoke dropped, and a minute on the clock. This has to be individual heroics.
It's Nissim that's going to be the first searching. Forward maneuver, still with that stubborn boost setup, and now Muteris will spot it out, confirms the presence. Misthrown Molotov from Sadzin. But options for a plant here if they can just get around that corner. Limited util, there's no smoke. It's not going to be easy, you need frags. Nissim the first to provide. Looking good on the rifles, but Nissim's deagle keeps us level. Awkward, a little uncomfortable. Flank from Crazy, could find Lato, gets jiggled out. Bomb to be planted, finally a bomb goes down in their favor. Electronic caught out. Just the one from him, it's Crazy in the clutch to try and close it now. Legacy. Saving their hide, saving themselves. We need OT.
Well, there you go. I said it needed to be an individual with some heroics. This one with 3 in the final round.
And he had a deagle.
Yeah, okay, they break in. The hard work done there from BCG to claw this back and, well, push it into overtime short. It felt like they were done and dusted in that first half, but the blue wall was erected. Banger of a shot onto Muteris.
Love that. And he gets more. He gets that rifle.
This is the crazy moment there. You see the teammate of Nissim. He can't actually trade him.
It's just a solo fight.
Yeah, so Nissim has just gone, screw this, enough of this.
Ego chow.
Exactly, that's exactly what that play is.
This is, okay, that feels like it might be a little bit of simple ego here. He really wants to try and make an opening gambit. Eats the flash. He's so susceptible to all of these fights. But they're channeling themselves quick up long. Little duo. Making their move. Dumao and Lux. Partners in crime.
Massive gap on this timing. Yeah, it's huge, right? You saw them staying to that left wall to not give sound cues to players up on party, and they have so much room to work with. They seem aware of the possibility.
Don't know whether or not.
So close.
Yeah, they're quicker than they might be. Ready! Ooh, s1mple doesn't pull the trigger in time. Nice off angle. Crazy Profits needs 2. Gets it as well. Wow, that shuts him down. That shuts him up.
The follow-up is here.
Yeah. Ready for it on the double truck setup. They've even got support on Bank from Aragorn. I think Legacy know that they've kind of drug their heels a little too long, and so not going to rush into this stack.
Sadzin's waiting for the jump spot. So if there is one, well, doesn't need to be. Info play comes in, turns it into a 3-on-3. Flash to follow. The rifles need to progress off of this.
Not a move and a Nissim, just hoping that another one overextends. Crazy, I think, after his double kill has done enough.
They could try and contact him, but this is going to be difficult to break crossfires. You're just moving over towards Bank. Electronics position will now be noted off of that smoke, and the nade confirms exactly that.
Solid connection with the HE.
He's going to swing.
Swing from Muteris. Good timing, just as they were departing. Nissim gets caught out, double from Muteris. Mission accomplished, and Sadzin just a dead man orping.
Oh, s1mple, yeah. That's what you want to hear, right? Good job. Getting a good job from s1mple?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
Come on, mate. There's a very short list of players that have been given the firm attaboy.
We'll have to ask Dupree if he got a good job from s1mple when he was in the server with him. Did Sasha ever say good job?
Yeah, that's a good question. Did you get one? Because you'll remember it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Framed it.
Lovely from Muteris.
The TeamSpeak clip, put it on the wall.
They've been catching these like proactive, like as the fight's coming,
That's what Legacy did in the first half as well.
Yeah.
Here's the Molotov.
How far does it get him?
Oh, nowhere.
Nade?
Somewhere.
No one. Short, quick. Nissim's hoping to catch something here, and he does get spotted out. It's an equivalent exchange. The nade favors him a little further. Forces out some util.
Yeah, and I think at this moment we're starting to settle into more standard overpass play, but Nissim is very, very active trying to prod this B side. Here he is again in the fade.
He is playing some confident Counter-Strike, isn't he?
Exactly
Completely alone, yeah. Here he comes. Electronic finds him comfortably, just the barrel of the Kalash poking out.
But this is a classic 3-1-1. Well, now it's a 3-1-none, and Electronic keeps put again, right? Well, we know Nissim, we know we've got pressure also on the map. They've taken Con. We're playing passive on A. Great assumptions being made. Again, it just feels hopeless for Legacy.
Ooh, Sadzin did not react. Simple gets the info on the jump. And a flash to get himself out of the line.
Just gonna be piping into this.
Yeah, it looks like Muteris is
ahead of the flash.
Ooh, quick shot from Doomau. Overlooks crazy.
On B.
They're pivoting B.
Oh,
hang on. Electronics in that power position. He's got him dead to rights again. Just overlooked. Positionally sound Counter-Strike out of Electronic. Masterful. Oh, it is the quad. Goes slashing for the final frag. Sadzin literally cut down.
It's Simple yelling across the fence, give him a taste, their own medicine there. Don't hear the Doomau scream anymore as Batman and Robin, they're back, baby.
Yeah, what
21-21.
What the hell? I mean, Electronic, we know he's no slouch, but, you know, it's pits and troughs, and he's absolutely peaking right now.
All right, well, can it be flawless in the first half of OT numero uno?
How does your morale not get broken after that?
I think it's in the bin, mate.
Yeah, this whole like second half into OT, and now they're just, well, vacant. 14-12.
So
opening kill will go a long way.
You've won one round of the last 13.
Oh.
That could be bad maths.
Well, it was the
first day back on the job,
and then they won the pistol, so I see where you're going. Yeah, maths adds up. Well, I can do maths. 14. If they win 2 more rounds, they're going to win overtime.
Yeah, and yeah, this is just such a shutout. Once we flip over, the problem for Legacy becomes, okay, well, we already saw you do it once, but as you mentioned, the morale, it's the mental battering that they've just taken, whereas BC.G are currently riding a high.
Yeah.
So it's... I wish we were robots. It would make life a whole lot simpler. Not as beautiful.
Nice. Good catch.
Okay, they're trying to contact into A. Dumau's got a lot of space. A couple of flashes to finish on Sadzin.
Feels like Simple's destined to find something on this exit.
Flash should get him.
Ooh, he actually does clip Doomau's wings through the corner of the truck, and Crazy will finish off the job. Nice little 1-2 punch. Setup working. Muteris swinging, and now he's gone down awkward. 14 seconds. Sadzin's got the bomb, just wins out the duel. It's coming into the clutch now. 2-on-2 with very low HP. Coming in on the flank is Electronic, removes him. It's just Lux, 21 points of health to try and give Legacy just a round on this T-side. OT can't control the spray. He's ready for the reaction, and it's Aragorn, restrained in his approach, comes on in to close it down. That is a flawless CT half out of BC.G.
Okay, well, just one round now, and it's difficult to look what BC.G can return to as far as their calling, because the one round they won that was a rifle round was Aragorn getting 4 kills, and the other round was a pistol round.
Right.
So, in terms of what to expect if you're Legacy, it's going to be tough, but you need to take your mindset back to a whole half ago and what it was like when you were getting the W's. Because right now you're being absolutely bopped on the nose. It's Inferno up next, your map choice, but this team talk, if you drop this one, is going to be rough.
If they were robots, they'd remember that they had a really good CT side.
Yeah.
And they'd just do it again. Fortunately, as you highlighted, morale's going to be in the bin, and Sadzin is going to try an aggression. How long can you stick around here, though? The playground timing is going to be there. Slips away just in time. Lato, that's an aggressive swing, if ever I saw one.
They've done that before, right? It's with the HE flash combo. So they know he's in con. They don't even box, so he will get away.
It's important. Certainly a potential vulnerability there. Gosh,
There's the maths for
what a
you.
tough round.
Much better than the one I did, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, both teams have just shifted into much more classic overpass, right? Slow, methodical, using your util, the map control on their T sides. And they're given a lot of respect now. Sure, there was that early jaunt in connector, but look, you've got all the bathrooms, you've got connector, you've got short, you've shown presence long, and you still have 45 seconds to find the finish with a decent amount of util. Not in a bad spot right here. Having to rejig off of that block smoke, quickly trying to piece this together. Simple doing an awful lot of talking right now.
Looks like they wanted fake an exec. Bombs going perhaps through toilets, and it is not fake. They're going to commit.
Yeah, it's going to be like a double pump.
Yeah, okay, so util lands, Sadzin's ready, primed and ready, but a missed shot whistles past. It's good from Lato, strafes on into Mutiris, comfortable, keeping it level. Legacy are holding on. They just have to find him hiding, scoping in the sight. Sadzin a quick one. Doomau a double. Legacy extend play and survive the first of the 3 tests ahead of them.
Ooh, that was a stressful situation there. It was quite erratic to try and find the finish from BCG. The block smoke comes in, they throw the nades, they reroute, they're coming to the site. There's not enough flashes there. Fortunate that the opening shot is missed, otherwise I think they get shut down before they're able to get close to the site.
Sheesh.
But yeah, that kill there from Doomau stops the bomb going down, doesn't put Mutiris in a winnable position in terms of a clutch.
Don't know why that didn't feel sincere. It's just like, I have to say it.
I haven't done it in such a long time.
Just lacked a little bit of conviction behind it.
This is the classic problem you find yourself in, right? Do you want to do something more pacey now, or do you do a default again? You got the space. It was just the final finish of the round, that block smoke coming in around that 30-second mark that caused you the most grief. Or do you want to operate now with something a little bit more pacey? Because if you go for pacey in the final round, they're going to know it's something with pace is coming out, right? Like,
yeah, if regulation is anything to go by, though, I feel like Nissim and Doomau made a pretty good job of kind of making it clear the B site is not a good idea early. Doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any attention given from BCG towards that site. Instead, it's actually going to be quite a quick jaunt, and extinguish no less on the playground Molotov. They're going to try and boost the AWP for an early pick. It's cheeky. No one home. Sadzin's actually elected to start on the long side.
All of these moves save you util. Right, so instead of having to smoke front bathrooms and then molly divider, they're able to hold on to it a little bit more. That's why you see the run boost out long. As another example, don't have to use flashes to force the AWP deep off the line. Right, there's a whole lot of different ways that you have to get creative to push players back or to clear angles on overpass. Otherwise, you'd be left with limited utility to find the finish. You can't clear everything with nades, otherwise you have nothing for the bomb sites.
And they will invest a flashbang to clear out the long bathrooms. That'll be audible.
But look, there's nobody connector, nobody short. So this looks like it is going to be quite a direct and quicker finish over towards A, right? We're being given the respect now. They're not pushing us. Let's just take the staging area and go.
Here comes that util. Sadzin, what's your reaction? He partners up with Lato, trying to throw out nades. He's going to have his back turned. It's too easy. Electronic and Crazy break into the site. Mission surely accomplished. Legacy left wanting a 3v5 in order to save themselves. Looks like BCG displaying resilience and tenacity on their map pick. It was not looking good, but it's looking great right now. Chip damage lands onto the face of Doomau. Missed shot from Simple's AWP. That's the first brick in this wall tumbling down. Flank from Nissim as well. Looks like he's going to be able to make this a 3v3. Has that element of surprise. Has multiple backs turned. He's exercising some serious discipline. Fumbles the first. Finds the second. It's up to the one-on-one, but there's just no time here. There's just no time. The fight is brought to him. Crazy closes. BCG will take it.
And the conversation has been all about the mental. Electronic and Simple in your team. How are you going to handle it? Well, 10-2 down first half, their map choice. And Simple even throwing out good jobs. There has to be the question for Peter when we throw this to the desk. Did he ever get a good job from Simple?
Did he ever get the attaboy?
A pat on the back?
I mean, that is the question, and we're going to throw it over to them now.